here, and today we are playing The Sims. Now, I know this looks a little different than the Disney Legacy Challenge stuff that we have been doing so far, and I promise you we are going to be continuing with that, but I wanted to try out something a little bit new and a little bit different. So, as we all know, The Sims, especially with the expansion packs, come with a variety of different worlds. When we go into the worlds and we go to all the different lots and areas, we usually try and change things up, add things in. So I thought to myself, what if I do a little mini challenge for myself and I rebuild and I redo the entire Sims game. Every single world, every single lot, every single family. I'm going to completely redo all of it, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. So I'm going to start with the base game world, and then I'm going to kind of continue on throughout. So the first one on our list is going to be Willow Creek. So my thought is to kind of start with the activity lots and then move on to residential. Now, I have to preface this before we start. I absolutely suck at building things. I cannot build houses. I cannot build lots, at all. I really, really suck at it. So, what I'm going to do is any, lots, homes, activities, whatever, I'm going to keep if I like them and just kind of redo the interior or the exterior however I see fit or however I want. And then I will be adding in lots on the empty ones, or if there's a home or something that I don't like, then I will add in something else from the gallery that somebody else created, and I will just renovate it and redo it, again, to my liking. I'll be showing you guys as well the lots that I'm going to be taking from the gallery and who created them. So if you guys are interested in checking out their stuff, you can absolutely go ahead and do that, because they are 100% better at making stuff than I am, and I'm not even going to attempt it. So yeah, our very first stop here is going to be Willow Creek. So I'm going to kind of split the episodes up in terms of different sections and areas, and once we get into the residential stuff, I'm also wanting to redo the families and even add more families into this lot area and the homes, because I feel like there are some families in The Sims, but there isn't really a lot, and there's so many houses, so you would think that they should be filled up with people, right? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start here in the Crawdad Quarter. So this is where all the activity lots are, and for the most part I think I'm gonna keep the buildings themselves, and I'm just going to renovate the interiors and whatnot. I might also touch the park. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm just going to kind of leave it as is for right now, and then before we move on to the next one, we can take a look and see if there's anything we want to add. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the library. So let's take a look and see what we're working with first. Now I've noticed with a lot of these, they're just pretty basic. There isn't a lot of there's stuff in there. There isn't really a lot of stuff. This entire wraparound porch thing we have going on has nothing on it, which I find shocking. There's also this sort of backyardy area thing, but there's nothing really back here, which I find kind of odd. And then if we go upstairs, there really isn't anything up here either. So, I think 100% I want to add a railing around the bottom part here. And I want to add some seating or stuff outside on the balconies, because I feel like they're there. We should have something out there. And then I also want to redo this outdoor space. Have a lot of seating, maybe add in a little barbecue or something, so if people want to read outdoors they can do so, kind of make it a little bit nicer. And then for this indoor space, I'm still not 100% sure. what I want to do here. I think I kind of want to have the downstairs area be like the library, and then the upstairs area be kind of like a studying room or studying space. But we definitely gotta redo all of this, like the lighting, the wallpaper, the floors, like all of it. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to kind of focus on the outdoor space, and then I'm going to kind of work inwards. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do a little bit of editing kind of off camera, and then I'll come back to show you guys kind of my progress and my thoughts. Alright you guys, so I have currently fixed up the exterior of the library. I changed the wooden siding to kind of like a brick siding, and I also changed the color of the little balcony sections here. I just thought it would look a little cuter, and I added both picket fencing to the top and the bottom. So I've currently just done the bottom section here. I changed the lighting a little bit to these cute little lanterns. And I kind of wanted to add a lot more greenery here. For me, like, I just feel like this library is very, like, old-fashioned, like, library that you would see in, like, a small town somewhere. So I added a lot of these different planters here. I have the ones up here in the front, and then the ones here along the sides. I also added a couple of chess tables. And then back here we have just a little sitting area. I have some kind of vines coming down the sides. And then back here we have the new and improved sort of like lounging area. I put in a bunch of more planters and just some seating around. I also changed the backyard tiles to more of like a stone. And then I also put a wedding arch in here. One, I thought it was really cute, and two, I thought it'd be a nice space in case you want to have your Sims get married here. And then I changed the fence to this little green shrubbery. So we're very much into like greenery for the outdoors portion. So now I'm going to move in to the indoor section. Now I noticed here this was kind of like a kid's space, so I think I'll keep that as like a kid's study area. And then I see we have the like reception area, I think I'm gonna call that. I'd like to put something a little bit nicer here for the foyer. And then instead of having this be like all study spaces, I want it to be more library, so lots of bookshelves, lots of comfy seating to be able to sit around and read. And then upstairs I'm going to have sort of like the study area, so more bookshelves, but instead of these like little seating spots, I'll have the desks with the computers and the chairs and the whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead do that as well. I think I'm gonna keep sort of like a similar thing up here as we did downstairs, but I kind of want to put more just like basic seating rather than like the chess tables. And I might cut down a little bit on the greenery. I still like to have something up here. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly go ahead, get started on that, and I'll update you guys on my progress. Alright you guys, so I now have the interior of the library complete. So when you come in here, we have this cute little plant with the little rug. I didn't really like the table in the beginning, so I just wanted to kind of change it and put something else in there. And then here we have the little reception. I put a little notebook as well and a computer, so then the librarian can like check out books or check in books or whatever. And some new bookshelves as well. And if we go over here, I've completely redone this entire space. So we have bookshelves along every single wall and some smaller ones in here just to kind of divide the room up a little bit. And then I have some seating areas here and another one over here. Plus, I wanted to add in some magical bookshelves just in case there's a wizard or anybody who wants to come to the library and check out some wizarding books. They can do so as well. And over here, I have kind of like the kids area. I kind of wanted to make it more of like The library is a very old style library, but they wanted to make a room for the kids and the teenagers to study. So they still have some like old vintage furniture around, but they tried to buy some new stuff as well just to kind of like make it a little bit more kidsy in here. Plus, I really like this wallpaper with the dinosaurs and the grass. I thought that was really cute. So this is kind of a space where the kids can either come to play or they can come to study. And then I just kind of redid the bathrooms a little bit. We did different sinks, and then I like the stalls here rather than just having like a random toilet out. I also feel like it just kind of fills up the bathroom space a little bit more. And then if we head upstairs, that's where we have the studying room. So I put in all of these sort of like wall bookshelves, and then I have another wall just full of books along here. I feel like with it being a library, there weren't a lot of like actual bookshelves or books in here. And when you're in a library or a bookstore anywhere, there are bookshelves everywhere. That's literally all it is. So I wanted to add more of that into the space. And then I just have some tables along here with different like computer setups for like studying and whatnot. Same thing here. I kind of want to keep with like the library tried to like revamp itself in a sense for people who wanted to like study online or just use the computers or whatnot, but they still had all this old furniture, so they just used all the old furnitures and like slapped some computers on it and then kind of had that as their studying. And then out here I put some more of these beautiful little planters. I put a little gazebo sort of shaded seating area. And then I just put some more planter boxes along the edge. And then I put just a little bit of a dining room set situation out here so people can come out here and talk and converse and whatnot. And that is the library all complete, which is super exciting. I really like the new look here. I kind of wanted to be, like I said, kind of like an old-timey library that's trying to like almost revamp itself in a way. So I think now we're going to go ahead and move on to the gym. Okay, so now here we have the gym. So I'm pretty alright with the exterior. I think it's super cute and it kind of matches up with the theme that we have going on with the library, so I don't want to change that, but we definitely need to change the interior. I mostly just kind of want to shuffle things around a little bit. I want to have this be like the workout space for like the treadmills, the weight machines, like all that kind of stuff. And then I want this to kind of be like a yoga studio / dance studio kind of vibe. I think that would be really cool. The outdoor space, I don't really know if I want to put anything out here. I might put some like seating out here just for people to like kind of relax. And then upstairs we kind of have this like sort of bar area. So I want to kind of revamp this to make it kind of like a cafe bar kind of situation. And then I want to close this space off and have it be sort of like a massage therapy area. I'm pretty okay with the locker room / bathroom situation. I think it looks totally fine and it looks like a gym space to me. I might redo like the walls or the floor or something, but I'm okay with this space and I'm okay like leaving this space as it is. Just kind of redoing things. And I might put some like outdoor seating as well out here or just something to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit, add some fun stuff in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this space. Mostly just kind of shuffling things around, kind of sprucing things up a little bit. I don't want to change too much like I did with the library. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of spruce things up a little bit, and then I'll show you guys sort of the final product later. Alright you guys, so I have quickly put together the gym. So let's go ahead and start on the first floor. So I went ahead and also made the sidings on both sides of the building the same. I didn't understand why they made them different, so I just kind of evened everything out there. So if we come in here, we have a little reception desk area, so you can come in and check in. And then I have our workout space, so I have all the treadmills, the weights, the boxing, and I also put in the climbing, like the rock climbing thing. And then we have the TVs as well, if anybody wants to put something on the TV, and the speakers. In this space, I have this entire wall here as mirrors, and then I just put in some yoga mats. So this is kind of like the yoga dance studio, some speakers, as well as a boom box. If you go ahead and move outside, then we have a little lounging area. I really like this little pool thing. I feel like it kind of adds to a little bit of the Zen vibe that we have going on with the lounging chairs. And then I just put in a couple of seating areas here so people can sit out here and eat lunch or have a smoothie or whatever in between their workouts or before or after. Then if we go ahead and head upstairs, we have a little cafe area here. So anybody can come here to get something to eat, something to drink. You can grab something out of the vending machines and kind of sit down and kind of chill out during their workouts. And then here I have just kind of a little like spa day sort of situation. We have some lounging chairs here, put in a hot tub, and then we have some massage chairs so people can also relax before or after their workouts. And I mostly kept this the same. I just kind of changed the colors in here, and I kind of redid the mirrors in the sinks. Just kind of like zhuzh it up a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much the gym portion also now done. So now all we have left, I believe, is the like bar, karaoke bar kind of area, the nightclub, and then the museum. So let's go ahead and work on those as well, and I'll be back in a little bit. I think I'm going to start with the nightclub. I don't really know if there's too much that I want to do here either. I'd rather just kind of, again, like zhuzh it up a little bit, maybe change some of the seating in here, change the colors, maybe put a better karaoke system here. And maybe just kind of spruce up the bar a little bit. The outdoor space I think is fine. I might add a couple seating here, but if you're at a nightclub, you're not really going to be spending a lot of time outside. So I think I'm going to keep this the same. And then there's just kind of this like weird empty space up here. So I might put another bar up here, as well as maybe some outdoor seating, so people can hang out upstairs as well. Because I feel like everything is happening in this downstairs area, and there isn't really anything happening upstairs. So maybe we can also put some nice stuff there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and edit this space up as well. Again, it's probably going to be a lot like the gym, where I'm just kind of updating things. I'm not moving too many things around, and then I'll be back to show you guys the final product. Alright you guys, so I have now gone ahead and finished up the nightclub here. So I mostly just kind of added some stuff. I changed up the windows a little bit because I felt like the bottom ones were a little too like, I don't know how to call it, like not really like old-timey nightclub, but it was more just like bar or restaurant than what I picture as like a nightclub. So, if we head down here, I just put this sort of like shrubbery up here to kind of hide the fact that there isn't a window there. I didn't want to put too many windows in the dancing space just because it's supposed to be dark, so you can like dance around and whatnot. So, I put a lot of bars in here. So we have this bar here with some little seating, and then I have a mic here for anybody who wants to do karaoke, and I saw these really cool lights to just put up on the wall to kind of make it funky. And then I found this really awesome, like, flooring. I debated putting stuff on the walls, but if you're in, like, an actual nightclub, there isn't really a lot of, like, art decor, because nobody really cares about that. You're just, like, in a nightclub dancing, right? So I just thought it would be cool to have this floor and then the little jukebox and the speakers. So this is kind of like the dancing area. And then over here, I just kind of changed up a bit of the bar space a little bit. I kind of brightened up the wallpaper as well. Put in some seating here so people can sit down and eat, or they can just go to the bar and get something. And then if you head upstairs, I left the bathrooms the same, but I added in another bar up here. Kind of more like a retro pirate-y kind of sea shanty theme kind of going on. So you have some more seating and another bar here with some cabinets. And then if you head outside, I saw these like really cool benches that have like painting and stuff on them, so I put those in. And then I just put a couple of these like metal chairs in. Since this is like a nightclub bar kind of situation, I don't think a lot of people are going to be spending a lot of time outside. So in my thought process, I feel like the owners of the place just like threw a couple chairs outside, like just in case someone wanted to sit out there, but they didn't really put a lot of thought into it. And then I just put in some cute little banana plants, just to have like some sort of foliage outside. But yeah, that's pretty much the bar slash nightclub also done. So I think we just have the museum next. Now, the museum, first, I feel like it's a little small. Second, I don't know how I feel about it just kind of like tucked away to the side. Like, I feel like it should be more in the center. But then I was thinking I would try to do like a cute little like garden, like romantic garden kind of situation over here. So I think I might keep this layout the same. I also really like the building itself. I think it's really pretty. So again, I think I want to keep it mostly the same, but I feel like it's so empty. Like for a museum, you would think there would be like more stuff in here. So my main goal is basically to just like add some more sculptures or artwork or like just something in here to just have more stuff, because I feel like there's nothing in here except for like some pictures on the wall and some like ottomans placed in odd spaces. So yeah, I think that's kind of the goal. And then I really want to kind of just zhuzh up this garden area and make it really, really pretty, and more like a spectacle. I also kind of like this area too. Like, there isn't a lot I want to change with the museum. I also want to keep it the same. Just kind of add some stuff in, and then really work on this sort of like outdoor space, because I feel like there's so much room here. We could do so much. We just need to kind of add to it and make it a little different. So I'm going to work on that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit once I got some progress. Alright, you guys, so we are now here with the last portion of this video of renovations, which is the museum. Now, I did a whole new thing with the garden and I really decked it out, but I just wanted to show you guys the museum first. So up here, I put a couple of knights just to kind of have it look like they're guarding the museum or whatever. And mostly I just kind of added more stuff in. I added a few statues in here. I also added whatever this is and some of the Aztec jars and whatnot, I believe from the one of the packs. And then up here, again, I just added more stuff. I added in this canyon, this T-Rex, these two statues, the pirates, and these barrels. Just to have like more stuff. I feel like it's a lot more interesting when you go to a museum and there's actually a lot of things for you to look at. So now we can move along to the garden space. So it's quite a lot, that's for sure. So over here, I kind of have like the play area, I guess for the kids. I have a little swing set and the jungle gym. So the kids can come over here and play while their parents are looking at stuff inside. And then I have a little bit of a seating area here. We have the awnings with some little chairs, some picnic tables, and another bench in this little thingy. And I really like this fountain. I thought it was cool. And then over here we just have like a little like scenic garden thing. There's a well and some statues in here and whatnot, so people can kind of wander in and take a look. Plus it has this really cool archway here to enter. I put in a fountain and this little bird bath, and then I have another seating area here with some little free fall waterfalls, and then again just another sitting area to fill this space up with some hanging ferns above, and then this cute little archway, walkway kind of thing. I thought it was really cool to have this like fountain in the middle of it so people can walk in and sit by the fountain, yada yada yada. And yeah, so I kind of wanted to be like an overgrown garden kind of situation. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this here. So now we are officially done all of that area here. The library, the gym, the nightclub, and the museum are all completely renovated and good to go, which means we're now going to be moving on to the residential areas. I'm going to start next episode in Foundry Cove. This is kind of where the starter homes are, smaller cottages and stuff like that. I kind of want to keep the same feel for this sort of world map, where it's kind of like small town, old town, cottagey kind of vibes, so we're going to kind of continue with that. But I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I know it's a little bit longer than my usual content, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to just kind of go through, edit a bunch of stuff, and kind of make this world sort of our own. We'll also be editing families and adding families in, so make sure to stay tuned for that as we continue our journey through Willow Creek. But other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.